Should we be worried about artificial intelligence? And how can I help a woman who's being bullied by her coworkers? I'll answer both questions in this special installment of Ask Psychic Ralph. Welcome to Ask Psychic Ralph, a weekly webcast that uses tarot cards to help viewers resolve personal issues, reach goals, and make decisions. It's such a thrill and honor to be airing this episode on Nadiya Shah's channel. Nadiya, thanks so much for having me. This week's question comes from Samantha in Las Vegas. Dear Psychic Ralph, I work at a bank and my coworkers are making my life a living hell. They constantly put me down and exclude me from social activities. When I reported this to my boss, they sided with my bullies. Please help me. My self-esteem is at an all-time low. Thanks for your question, Samantha. I'm really sorry you're going through this. I'm going to ask the cards why your coworkers see you as a target and what you can do to stop this bullying. So I think the reason why you're perceived as a target is because you're not, you don't think with your head like your coworkers. You're very much a heart person, and I think that is making you appear vulnerable, and they're just having a difficult time relating to you because of that. I have to say, if I met you, I'd probably think you're wonderful. Heart people are drawn to heart people, and head people don't always get us. I also feel too that there's a fluidity that your coworkers have, that maybe you're more in your head than they are, and they just find you maybe a bit too intense. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, and my asking this is not about criticizing you or finding any fault in your end. It's just helping you understand maybe why some people might be your tribe and others might not, and to kind of maybe give you some clarity moving forward on who you want to associate with. So, interestingly enough, without even asking, I pulled the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card that talks about getting a new job. So the cards are saying the solution here is to find a new job and to just surround yourself by people who appreciate you. It really does break my heart to hear that you're going through this, and nobody should have to endure any type of bullying at work, at school, or anywhere else. So I really strongly urge you to look for another job. The cards are saying one is out there for you with the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel that maybe in about 8 weeks or 8 months, I do see a new job coming your way if you are diligent and really look hard for something. But I think it's really important that you don't fall back into the same pattern as you're in now. So I feel that you need to work in an environment with people who maybe are more in their heart, like you are, so that way there'll be a feeling of simpatico and camaraderie with your coworkers as opposed to this tension. You just need to be around people that get you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I actually think there's something wrong with your coworkers and your boss. Anyway, let's see what advice the cards have for you in terms of looking for a job. So I think the first thing you need to do is you need to detox from this environment. So I would say go on some sort of spiritual retreat and see what's out there, maybe do some meditation, do what you can to get through this. On my website under free stuff, if you go to psychicralph.com, I have free stuff, and there's a protection oil that works so well. So I really want you to wear that oil. And I also want you to start wearing a black onyx or a black obsidian, which is also protective and grounding. You need to be true to who you are, and you need to protect yourself from these external forces that are affecting your self-esteem. You are a very hard worker, so there's nothing wrong with the work you're doing. And really, at the workplace, any judgment you get should just be strictly about your performance and not about your character. So I do think that you're doing a good job, so it's not about that. And again, the cards are saying with the Six of Swords that there will be resolution to the situation and you will get away. The cards are not being terribly forthcoming in terms of advice. They're just saying that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your work performance. What's wrong in this picture are your coworkers and your boss, and you just need to get the hell out of there. So please get on this as soon as possible. There is another job that will be much better for you. I really hope this helped, and take very good care of yourself, all right?
Up next is the Psychic Scoop, a segment that explores pop culture and politics.
Whether it's The Matrix or Terminator, so many movies tell the story about how robots with artificial intelligence wipe out humanity. AI technology is rapidly advancing, so I'm going to ask the cards if we have anything to worry about. Actually, 3 cards came out all at once. I think actually the worry here is not really about AI. I think really what our collective worry is about is how humanity measures up to an intelligence that wouldn't have the same flaws as AI. Because, I mean, think about it. If AI was programmed to eradicate any threat to the Earth, humans would probably be the number one problem, because we're the ones polluting and putting CO2 gases and all this stuff. So I think we're the threat to the Earth. So I do feel that AI is a tool that we will use. I don't see it as a threat. I do think that we need to kind of, stop worrying about technology, because I'm sure when cars first came out, they worried about cars. They even worried about Elvis, for God's sake. So there's always someone worrying about something new. I do think AI actually has the potential, with the 4 of Wands here, to actually help us in terms of medical advancements and space travel and so many things. So I think it actually is something that's going to further humanity. Let me see what else I can see on this topic. Creativity. I think that there's a lot of controversy now about appropriating creative art, but I actually feel that AI can be used as a tool by artists, and I think it's going to be something that will change the face of art and creativity forever in a positive direction. I just think people who are afraid of change need to maybe get over themselves and just embrace this as an advancement. And let's face it, AI is already around. It's not something that is coming. It's here, and we're using it, and we're benefiting from it. I also think, too, that as a species, we need to become more compassionate towards, and this again goes in with what I said originally, that the issue isn't that AI is going to destroy us, it's the fact that we're destroying ourselves. We are the biggest threat. Humans are the biggest threat to humanity. We're the ones causing wars. We're the ones who are bullying other people. We're the ones who are doing lying and stealing to each other. So we need to really break these negative patterns, and I think that is something that AI can maybe help mirror us. Maybe a form of intelligence that doesn't have those qualities can create maybe an awareness within the human psyche of our higher selves and where we need to be as a species. So the last card I'm getting here is about the anxiety. I mean, like I said, AI is already here. I don't see it as a threat whatsoever. I just think we need to embrace change, and we also need to use it well. We need to use it for the good of humanity. There's always a negative use for every technology, but if we use it for the betterment of ourselves, we have absolutely nothing to worry about. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to Nadiya Shah for hosting this segment. If you'd like to see more episodes of Ask Psychic Ralph, please use the links in the sidebar to subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you'd like a private reading, please visit psychicralph.com, or to send a question, please visit askpsychicralph.com. Hope to see you soon, and have a magical day.